A polished demo can make AI-assisted development look simple. Describe the idea, press a button, and somehow a finished platform appears. That is not what happened. Human-led AI collaboration looked like hundreds of decisions, incomplete instructions, corrections, disagreements, tests, revisions, and moments when the right answer was to stop and rethink the feature. The tools accelerated the work, but they did not remove the complexity. They helped me move through it faster because the context, standards, and final decisions remained human. A useful collaboration begins before the prompt. I had to provide the mission, source documents, intended user, system history, terminology, constraints, and the reason a feature mattered. A request like build a learning companion is not enough. Will it teach new curriculum? Will it only guide learners through approved material? What can it say? What must it refuse? What data can it access? When should it redirect to a person? Those details are not optional. They define the product. The clearer the context and boundaries are, the more useful the AI contribution becomes. But even strong context does not remove the need for review. I do not treat the first answer, document, design, or implementation as the final decision. The first output may be directionally right, but too broad. It may solve the technical problem while missing the educational one. It may sound polished while quietly changing the meaning of the source material. The first output gives me something real to inspect. I compare it to the purpose. Identify what is missing. Correct what is inaccurate. Narrow the scope and send the work through another cycle. Iteration is not evidence that the collaboration failed. Iteration is the collaboration. Human-led also does not mean the founder speaks and the tools simply agree. ChatGPT may identify a contradiction in the architecture. Codex may explain that a shortcut would create technical debt, unstable behavior, or unnecessary risk. Those challenges matter, but challenge moves in both directions. I may reject a recommendation because it conflicts with the curriculum model, exposes information that should remain local, weakens an important boundary, or prioritizes speed over the learner. The goal is not for one side to win. The goal is to reach a decision that survives technical, educational, ethical, and operational review. And creating something is not the same as proving it works. Documents have to be checked against the source. Features have to be tested against the requirement. Screens have to be reviewed from the learner's perspective. Repository changes have to be inspected. Claims have to match what the platform actually does. Sometimes a feature looks correct until it is used in sequence. Sometimes the language works on one page but conflicts with another. Sometimes the software functions exactly as written while creating the wrong experience. Verification is where confidence becomes earned instead of assumed. And when verification fails, the work returns to the loop. Human-led collaboration also includes restraint. Not every possible feature belongs in the platform. Sometimes the answer is no. No to an integration before the privacy boundary is ready. No to confusing founder tools with learner tools. No to exposing sensitive records. And no to adding a capability simply because it looks impressive. AI makes expansion easier. That makes restraint more important, not less. The founder has to distinguish between what can be built, what should be built now, what should remain separate, and what should not be built at all. Their responsibility cannot be delegated to the speed of the tool. Human-led AI collaboration is not one perfect prompt. It is a governed cycle. The human provides purpose, context, and boundaries. The tools contribute reasoning, challenge, implementation, and review. The work is tested, corrected, documented, and then approved, revised, delayed, or rejected. The result can be faster and stronger than working alone, but only when authority remains clear. AI can expand execution. It cannot carry the mission, assume responsibility, or decide what people deserve from the system. In the next video, I will show how this process transformed curriculum documents into a working production platform. Subscribe to Grace Legacy Academy and follow the Build One decision, revision, and occasional AI board meeting at a time